My name is Jerrard Polk. I'm a professional artist, illustrator, and writer. And I've been doing so for about 18 years now, professionally. So yeah, I know I don't look that old, so I did start young. But I've been having a ton of fun doing it, drawing at parties and events all over North Carolina, South Carolina. And I was privileged enough to live in the island of Bermuda for about 3.5 years now. Did caricatures there too. I was the only artist on the island. So I've been having a blast doing my art and making a living at it. I got started pretty much with the pushing of my dad. I wanted a summer job when I was 15 years old, and he would not allow me to work at the grocery store or the fast food restaurant like my brother and sister. That's what I wanted to do, but he wouldn't allow it. He said, I want you to use your talent as an artist, because I've been drawing my whole life. So fortunately, I was able to find out that there were openings for caricature artists at Carowinds, and they were actually training you how to do it. So perfect. So that's what happened. I was able to get trained at Carowinds summer of '97. I worked there for that summer, so about 3 months. In October of '97, after Carowinds closed for the season, I was able to set up at a mall. If you're familiar with the city of Charlotte, what's now Metropolitan, used to be Midtown, a mall there. And I worked after school and on weekends, drawing people for money, begging my parents to drive me out there. You know, I didn't drive, but it was worth it. And like I say, I've been doing parties and events ever since. Biggest influences, I would say, caricature-wise, would have to be Al Hirschfeld, the Lion King. I mean, he can do so much with the line. And then I would say artistically, there are many, but a few that stand out for children's books is Kadir Nelson, just illustration all around. I mean, this guy is amazing. He's done everything from postage stamps to album covers. He has such a diverse has had such a diverse career as an artist. One also who's my mentor, Vanessa Brantley Newton. She's a local Charlottean artist, but she's done almost 50 children's books now, so I plan to have that kind of longevity with children's books. When I look at art, I look at it from the lens of two things. I plan on being creative, you know, for the rest of my life. But I also want to tell stories, and that's where, you know, the illustration and children's books come in, because, you know, you have to figure out what you enjoy, and I know that I enjoy jazz. I know that I enjoy stories about people who've overcome insurmountable odds, and I want those stories to get out there, stories that haven't been told. So I usually look at my art as the vehicle to tell those stories. So whatever direction that takes me in, that's the way I want to go. When it comes to work that I've been noticed for, kind of stands out in my career so far, I would say a piece that really stands out in my mind was a work that I did to raise money for Parkinson's disease. For those who know Richard Thompson, the great cartoonist, he did Cul-de-sac, and that comic strip, he can't do it anymore because of his Parkinson's disease. So we were able to raise money by donating our work along with the work of great cartoonists throughout the country, donated their work, and they were compiled into a book by Andrews McMill Publishing. And my work was published along the greats such as Garfield, Dennis the Menace, along with these others. And so that piece stands out as something that's near and dear to my heart. Also, the Charlotte Observer has published my illustration work along with their drama section. I was able to stand in the shoes of Al Hirschfeld and create illustrations to go along with plays and that were happening locally. So that was really cool for me. Those are just a couple. Those are a couple that stand out right off the top of my head. Advice for people who want to be an artist. The key is be prepared to work hard. There's this whole idea of a starving artist and what a starving artist is. But the only artist that starves is he that does not work. So if you have a motivation, you have to be self-motivated. The art is one of those things where, clients who are willing to pay you for your work is only going to get you so far. Because you still have to go in your studio and create that work. You have to be motivated to put aside everything else, lock yourself up in your studio and get that work done. No one can do that for you. So I say be ready to work hard, and also be ready to constantly feed on inspiration. In order to create great work, you have to be inspired by something. So whether you go to your local museum, you look at books, you do research online, constantly feed yourself with inspiration. I think you'll create great work. There are a few things that really identify closely with my work and with my life, and I think they go hand in hand. I think the reason that I can create art and it comes, some people say, well, they ask me, you do caricatures so you can draw somebody so good, so quick. Is that a natural gift or was that something you were taught? Well, I tell them that I've always had the gift, but I had to cultivate it. I had to learn, I had to cultivate it over time. So I think for me, I want to be known as a person who had appreciation for the giver who gave me that gift. I truly believe that God gave me the gift of art. He blessed me with that. So I want to be known as that person who always acknowledged that and gave him credit versus taking the credit myself. Second, I would say that a person who loved his fellow man. I do art. I want to be known as a guy who has done for other people, has been there for other people and helped other people whenever he could. He loves his neighbor. He loves his fellow man and his family, first and foremost. I want to just thank everybody who has believed in me and what I am doing and what I want to do.